Beginning on October 2nd, residents of unincorporated Polk County will notice improvements in their waste and recycling services. Polk County Waste and Recycling values their customers, and they are committed to making these transitions as seamless as possible. Find out how right here. You're watching Polk Waste Wise. So let's start out with talking about bulk waste. Can you start out by giving the viewers a clear idea of what bulk waste is, what qualifies as bulk waste here in Polk County?
Bulk waste is items or are items that cannot fit in your 95-gallon garbage cart. So anything that doesn't fit inside the cart will be considered bulk waste. And some examples will be couches, chairs, furniture, many types of furniture, a TV set, a large TV set. So all those items will be considered bulk waste. And under the new contract that will start October 2nd of 2017, residents will have the opportunity to place 2 items in front of the curb for the new hauler to collect that waste, the bulk waste.
Now, how often are people allowed to put out those 2 items? Is it regularly, or is it a certain amount of times a year? How does that work?
The residents have the opportunity to utilize this service 52 weeks of the year.
Okay.
The difference is that the bulk items will be collected within 72 hours of either the driver visually seeing the bulk items placed at the curb, by the resident calling us if they would like to call us, or by some neighbors calling in too and saying, we noted that our neighbor put some, bulk items and they need to be collected. So we have left the reporting very flexible, with the responsibility mainly on the hauler, since they will be driving in front of your house 3 times a week, collecting the other materials. That's what we envision with that.
You said that you can have 2 items out. You mentioned a lot of different types of items. Is there a limit on how large an item can be, or is there ever a bulk item that's too big?
Well, it's not that it's too big, but you need to think in terms of what is residential. Obviously, if somebody has a hot tub in the backyard and is very large, that item probably will not even be suitable for the truck to collect.
Right.
So you need to think in terms of what is manageable, what is considered a residential bulk item that is commonly seen and utilized in a house.
Absolutely. So you want to make sure it's something that is manageable to get away.
Yes, something is commonly used, an item, couch, a mattress, a chair, things that are commonly used in residences.
Now, I want to ask too, because I'm sure this is going to be a question from the residents, when can they expect their yard and bulk waste? Is it on the same day as their garbage and recycling, or will this be a separate collection day altogether?
Bulk items, they have the 72-hour window. So like I explained before, our expectation is that the new haulers will be collecting bulk items less than the 72 hours, because one of the main objectives of the Borough County Commissioners is to have clean communities. And the way that we can have clean communities is, 1, to minimize the amount of bulk waste that is put at the curb at the time of service. So in this case, we have 2 items in front of us. These items will be collected within 72-hour period. The resident can put another item, other 2 items if they wish after that, and it will take again 72 hours. Okay. But be mindful that if you put in bulk items in between services, if your service day is a Monday, for instance, the drivers will come in to collect your other services. On Tuesday, if you put it on Tuesday, no one is going to be driving by your house to know the bulk waste. At that point, we would like the resident to call us in, because we will not have a vendor going in front of your house to service you.
Right.
So because then the next scheduled service day will be the following Monday. And by then, your bulk waste will be sitting for over a week.
So we've got some bulk and yard waste here, and I know that there are some expectations as to where it should be set out and what the regulations are on that. So tell me, what is the expectation for the distance from the mailbox and the curb and all of that?
Well, the distance from the mailbox is 3 feet away from not only the mailbox, but any other objects. For this type of service level, the yard waste and the bulk, because they are manually collected collected, typically we don't use a mechanical arm.
Right.
You can arrange your items the way you see it here. We always recommend stay away 3 feet away from any object, either permanent object or any other object. So if you are going to place your garbage cart and your recycling cart come October 2nd, 2017, we recommend that you will allow the same spacing in between carts. So when the mechanical arm comes and to unload the material, they will have sufficient space.
Well, Anna, thank you so much for diving into more detail on that topic. It'll be vital to providing a smooth transition come October 2nd, for sure.
Well, thank you so much, Leanne. I do appreciate the opportunity to share the news with our residents.
Of course. That's all the time we have for this month, but please send your questions in to Polk Waste Wise at polk-county.net. If you'd like to catch this information again, you can catch it on PGTV on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 1:30 and 7:30 a.m. and p.m. or on our Polk Government YouTube channel. For all things Polk County Waste and Recycling, visit www.polkwastewise.net. Tune in next month because we'll be recapping your recycling procedures come October 2nd and how to most effectively use your new recycle carts. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.